Tampa Bay Buccaneers dominate New Orleans Saints with a stunning 51-27 victory. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers put on an impressive display of skill and strategy in their Week 6 NFL game against the New Orleans Saints, securing a decisive 51-27 win. The Buccaneers came out of the gates firing on all cylinders, and by the final whistle, it was clear they had dominated every phase of the game. Playing at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, the Buccaneers seized control early and never looked back, leaving the Saints scrambling to catch up. First quarter, Buccaneers make an early statement. The game kicked off with Tampa Bay quickly asserting dominance as wide receiver Chris Godwin caught an early touchdown pass at the 4:55 mark, putting the Buccaneers on the board. Chase McLaughlin, their reliable kicker, followed up with the extra point. Things escalated even further when Antoine Winfield Jr. capitalized on a Saints turnover to secure a second touchdown. Once again, McLaughlin added the extra point, making it a quick 14-0 lead in favor of Tampa Bay. As the Saints struggled to find their footing, the Buccaneers extended their advantage with a field goal by McLaughlin, closing the first quarter at a commanding 17-0 lead. Second quarter, Saints attempt a comeback. The second quarter saw the Saints showing signs of life, with Blake Group nailing a field goal to finally get them on the scoreboard. But just as the Saints began to rally, Rashid Shaheed ignited the home crowd with a remarkable return for a touchdown, narrowing the gap. Group added the extra point, pulling the Saints within striking distance at 17-10. However, the Buccaneers quickly answered back. Bryce Means caught a touchdown pass, and McLaughlin's extra point stretched Tampa Bay's lead to 24-10. The Saints refused to back down, though. With Alvin Kamara powering into the end zone for a rushing touchdown, Group his extra point further closed the gap, making it 24-17. Both teams traded blows as Sean Tucker added another touchdown for the Buccaneers, and McLaughlin's consistent kicking made it 31-17 by halftime. Third quarter, Buccaneers keep their foot on the gas. Tampa Bay maintained their momentum into the third quarter, with Chris Godwin scoring his second touchdown of the game at the 10:35 mark. The Saints' defense was unable to stop Tampa Bay's offense, and with McLaughlin once again nailing the extra point, the Buccaneers extended their lead to 38-17. The Saints, now struggling on both sides of the ball, were unable to respond effectively as the quarter ended. Fourth quarter, Buccaneers close out in dominant fashion. The fourth quarter saw the Buccaneers completely seal the deal. Cade Otton caught a touchdown pass early on, although a failed two-point conversion kept the score at 44-17. Tampa Bay's relentless offense continued to pile on the points as Brandon Irving added a rushing touchdown, with McLaughlin converting the extra point yet again. As the game neared its end, Sean Tucker secured his second touchdown of the game with another strong run, making it 51-17 after McLaughlin's extra point. In the closing moments, the Saints managed to score a consolation touchdown, but by then, it was too little, too late. Despite their best efforts, the Saints were unable to stop Tampa Bay's aggressive offensive onslaught. Key moments. Antoine Winfield Jr. as turnover, touchdown steals the show. The defining moment of the game came in the first quarter when Antoine Winfield Jr. capitalized on a Saints turnover to score a pivotal touchdown. This play not only extended Tampa Bay's early lead, but also set the tone for the remainder of the game. The Saints, already reeling from Godwin's initial touchdown, never recovered from the shock of this play, which ultimately gave the Buccaneers the psychological and tactical edge for the rest of the game. Man of the match, Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin was the standout performer for Tampa Bay, showcasing his versatility and football intelligence throughout the game. With two critical touchdown receptions, Godwin not only set the tone early, but also provided key moments that stifled the Saints' attempts at a comeback. His connection with quarterback Baker Mayfield was evident as they repeatedly exploited weaknesses in the Saints' secondary. For his efforts, Godwin is easily the man of the match, leading Tampa Bay's offense to a stellar 51-point outing. Tampa Bay's well-rounded performance. This win was about much more than just offense, though. Tampa Bay's defense played a crucial role, consistently forcing turnovers and shutting down New Orleans' passing game. turnover touchdown was the highlight, but the entire defense worked cohesively to limit the Saints' scoring opportunities. Tampa Bay's special teams were also impressive, with McLaughlin contributing vital on field goals and extra points. What's next? With this win, the Buccaneers have positioned themselves as serious contenders in the NFC. Their ability to execute in high-pressure moments, combined with their diverse offensive arsenal, will make them a team to watch in the coming weeks. Looking ahead, they will face some tougher opponents, but with this kind of performance, Tampa Bay fans have plenty to be excited about. For the Saints, this loss marks their 4th defeat in 5 games. They have been plagued by inconsistency, and if they hope to turn their season around, they will need to address their defensive struggles and improve offensive production. With a tough NFL schedule ahead, the Saints will need to regroup quickly to stay competitive. Final thoughts. This was a game that highlighted the Buccaneers' offensive prowess and defensive resilience. From Godwin's spectacular catches to Winfield Jr.'s key defensive plays, Tampa Bay made a statement against the Saints. New Orleans, on the other hand, showed flashes of brilliance, but was ultimately outclassed. As both teams look to the future, this result will have a lasting impact on their respective seasons. Tampa Bay now shifts its focus to the next set of NFL games, hoping to build on this momentum. As for New Orleans, they will be reevaluating their game plan, aiming to bounce back in the upcoming NFL games today. Stay tuned for more updates on the NFL scores, schedules, and analysis of your favorite National Football League teams. Whether you're keeping an eye on the NFL game of the week or just looking for the latest NFL scores today, this season promises to be filled with excitement across the football game in USA.